January 1st. Here's the bottom line. The Christian life, the church, our faith are not about us. They're about Him, His plan, His kingdom, His glory. It really is the struggle of struggles. It is counterintuitive for all of us. It is the thing that makes our lives messy and our relationships conflictual. It is what sidetracks our thoughts and kidnaps our desires. It is the thing below all the other things that you could point to that argues for our need for grace. It is the one battle that one never escapes. It is the one place where 10 out of 10 of us need rescue. It is the fight that God wages on our behalf to help us to remember that life is simply not about us. It is about God, His plan, His kingdom, and His glory. This is precisely why the first 4 words of the Bible may be its most important words. In the beginning, God. These are 4 thunderously important words. They really do change everything, from the way that you think about your identity, meaning, and purpose, to the way that you approach even the most incidental of human duties. Everything that was created that includes you and me. We were not made to live independent, self-directed lives. We were not meant to exist according to our own little self-oriented plans, living for our own moments of glory. No, we were created to live for Him. Where is this Godward living meant to find expression? It is meant to be expressed not just in the religious dimensions of our lives, but in every aspect of our existence. I love how Paul captures this in 1 Corinthians 10:31. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. When Paul thinks of the call to live for the glory of God, he doesn't first think of the big, life-changing, self-consciously spiritual moments of life. No, he thinks of something as mundane and repetitive as eating and drinking. Even the most regular, seemingly unimportant tasks of my life must be shaped and directed by a heartfelt desire for the glory of God. Now, I don't know about you, but in the busyness of life, I lose sight of God's existence, let alone His glory. Let's start the new year by admitting that there is nothing less natural for us than to live for the glory of another. This admission is the doorway not to despair, but to hope. God knew that in your sin you would never live this way. So He sent His Son to live the life you couldn't, to die on your behalf, and to rise again conquering sin and death. He did this so that you would not only be forgiven for your allegiance to your own glory, but have every grace you need to live for His. When you admit your need for help, you connect yourself to the rescue He has already provided in His Son, Jesus. Reach out for hope by reaching out for the rescue again today. For further study and encouragement, Psalm 115.